Welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian, and I'm streaming to you from beautiful Budapest, where summer is finally on the horizon. Hi, Maxim. Hi, Shivangi. Hi, ABC from Kurdistan, north of Iraq. Good to see many students here. Hi, Kyber. Hi, Sammy. Nice to see a member in the class already as well. Today, students, we are focusing on IELTS speaking part 1 of the speaking interview, discussing how to give clear, confident answers for those really high band 9s. While we wait for a few more of your classmates, this lesson is presented to you by aehelp.com for academic IELTS success. Visit us there. And for general IELTS, visit us at gieltshelp.com. I will show you those websites a little bit later on, and also some free speaking practice opportunity. Hi, Rajveer. I saw one of our other members there asking for your prayers. I guess they're sitting the exam shortly. All right, everyone. So if you have questions, you can always contact me at adrian@aehelp.com. You can also get our apps, Academic IELTS Help, link them to the web accounts, aehelp.com. If you like our app, please give us a good rating. People are very liberal to give bad ratings, but hopefully some of you will give us good ratings. General IELTS Help links to gieltshelp.com. All right, the schedule for this week. So we're kicking today off with speaking part 1. This is the start to this week's live classes. Tomorrow we will have a reading class for members with new reading materials coming from our latest exams that we're developing. So exciting, some new reading passages. And then that will be followed tomorrow also at this time by a task 2. So we're going to start that tomorrow. And then later in the week we will have, of course, a finish for that task 2, some speaking part 2, going into speaking part 3 for the remainder for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You can always find our schedule and lots of example essays and example speaking scripts on our YouTube community board. So if you're on our YouTube channel and you click on community, then you will see lots and lots of great help and examples. I know many students use that, but I think some students don't know it exists. So let me just write that up here real quick for you. It's, again, a free resource that you can use to get better scores. So YouTube channel, Academic English Help, and then click on the tab that says Community when you're on the channel page for free task 1 and 2 and speaking scripts. Okay, I know students really like those, and I'll be posting some more today as well. Okay, on the websites you'll find blogs as well. Okay, everyone, so let's get into today's speaking. Let's warm up our speaking. So we always practice our speaking in these classes, and although I can't hear you, students, and you can hear me, I would love to imagine all of your voices around the world as you are speaking and repeating what I say, okay? All right, so make sure to speak and repeat. Speak and repeat. All right. So you walk into your IELTS speaking interview. You go a little bit early, about an hour early, so that you can practice your English, take some scripts with you. Stay confident and calm. You walk into the room where the examiner will be waiting for you, and the examiner will say, "Welcome to the speaking portion of the IELTS exam. Please take a seat. My name is Adrian. I will be your examiner. What is your full name? What is your full name?" That'll be the first question that you'll be asked. Be confident, comfortable. Practice answering this in many different ways so that your answers are reflexive. It's just coming off the cuff. It's reflexive, okay? Samuel Sadir says, "My name is Samuel Sadir Vera. You can call me by my middle name, Samuel. Okay, so you use your middle name, Samuel. All right, cool. That works. Bisser says, my exam is tomorrow, Adrian. All right, good luck on your exam, Bisser, tomorrow. Bisser says, my surname is Demerdiev, and my given name is Bisser, but please call me by my nickname, Bibi. All right, Bibi, that works. Sure, absolutely. Say that nice and smooth, and you're golden. Okay. Mohammed Izzat says, my first name is Mohammed, and my surname is Omran. So you can call me by my first name, Mohammed, please. Yeah, absolutely. That works. Jaineel, use a regular font, not italic, because then Google tends to hide the italic font, and I have to click to see it. Okay, Jaineel, so regular font. I'm not sure why it's hiding it. Maybe it is regular font. Anyway, Jaineel. Jaineel says, my full name is Jaineel Jayantibai Gabani. Please call me by my given name, Jaineel. Okay, very good, Jaineel. That works. All right, lots of good answers to that question. And yes, absolutely, students, it's a good idea to give a nice, clear, complete answer. Don't just say, I'm Rajveer Singh. But, you know, say at least, I'm Rajveer Singh, please call me by my first name, Rajveer. So please say at least that much so that you're showing your fluency right away, okay? Rajveer Singh says, my full name is Rajveer Singh Dhaliwal. Please just call me Rajveer for short. Rajveer, that's not short. Raj would be short, okay? So if you say something like, my full name is Rajveer Singh. My family name is Singh, but you can just refer to me as Raj, short for Rajveer. Okay, so that's kind of another way. Raj would be short for Rajveer. I don't know if that's used in India, Rajveer. I'm just guessing. Okay, I'm just making that up. AD, age, those are sometimes used for short for my name, for Adrian. Okay, so this would be a short way. Okay, so short means it's short for your first name, like Tom for Thomas, or John for Jonathan. Okay, would be short. All right, so repeat after me. What is your full name? My full name is Rajveer Singh. My family name is Singh, but you can just refer to me as Raj, short for Rajveer. All right, Raj, may I see your identification? Make sure to have your identification with you, or it will be the last question of the interview before, second to last question. The last question would be like, okay, please leave the exam room if you did not bring your ID. So make sure you bring your ID, the same one that you used to register. Bisser, remember your ID tomorrow that you used to register. Okay, so may I see your identification? Again, a nice, full, clear answer for this one as well, students. Okay, we're looking for nice, complete, clear answers. Nazir says, here's my passport, which I used to register for this exam. Please have a look. Nazir, perfect, clear, complete. It shows confidence. When you say that, it also shows the examiner that you've prepared. You investigated, you made sure you know how the exam works, what is required of you, and that shows confidence. That's step by step closer to getting better band scores. Okay, Amanjot Kaur says, yes, sure, here's my identification that I used for registering for this exam. Amanjot, little grammar correction there in real time at 9 minutes, 12 seconds. Check that out later on, okay? All right. Hassan Sadiq says, yeah, here's my passport. Please take a look for clarification. Yeah, that's okay, Hassan. Sure, that works for clarification. Yeah. It's a little bit, some examiners might take that a little bit weird, but I would be okay with it. So, all right. Let's see. Zaid Nawafa says, yes, of course. Here's my passport that I used for exam registration. Please have a look. Zaid, that works well. Sammy Rocky says, yes, of course. Let me dig out my passport from my pocket, which I used for registering for this exam. Here it is. Please have a look. Yeah, and that's a nice idiomatic expression there, Sammy. So yes, certainly just give me a moment to dig my passport out of my pocket. Okay. Here it is. Please take a look. Yeah, oftentimes, because passports are kind of big when you put them in your pants, especially if you're wearing jeans, so you really do have to kind of dig them out of your pocket, and that's a nice idiomatic expression. Again, that's showing fluency, a higher level of English, command of idiomatic language. Okay, let's go to the next one. So here the examiner will say thank you. They'll take a look at your passport. They'll stare at you. They'll look at the passport. Just double, triple check. Make sure you're not a doppelganger. It means not a phony, a stand-in. That happens, believe it or not, in IELTS sometimes, where people will hire a look-alike or a doppelganger to sit at the exam instead of them. They'll make sure it's you, and then they'll give your passport back to you, and then they will say, okay, I'm going to record this for marking purposes. The exam has 3 parts. I will give you instructions for each. For part 1, just a couple more questions to get to know you better and some questions on a general topic. So they'll ask you a variety of different questions, and several of them will likely focus on one topic. They might start with something simple like, what is your favorite color? Okay, so be ready for these. What is your favorite? What is your favorite is a very typical question because it's one of those questions that people learn at the lowest kind of introductory level of English. So they'll start you off with something like that. Okay. Roshni Kunte says, oh gosh, my all-time favorite color is white. This is because white can mix with any color and also form new colors. Not only is this true, but it indicates peace and tranquility as well. I look beautiful in a white sari. Okay, Roshni, that works. Roshni, I really like how you explain why you like white, and also that you give a kind of, or allude to the examples that you look great in a white sari. Okay, very good. Murasa Baraki says, good to see you in class, Murasa. So Murasa says, let me just find you, Murasa. There you are. For colors, green is my #1 choice. Not only does it enhance my personality, but also gives me confidence. That's why today I'm wearing a green shirt, so that I can answer smoothly. Nicely done, Marasa. Way to bring it into the present. Marasa is a longtime student of ours, and she knows the tricks of the trade. Answer, example, right? Explanation, all of those elements. Very good. All right, Bisser. It says, the most beautiful color in my eyes is red. I love it because I'm a big fan of the Ferrari team and Formula One racing, and their cars are red. Yeah, Ferrari red. I believe, Mr. Ferrari red is actually a color. It's like a shade of red that's officially a color called Ferrari red. You can check up on that, but I believe it's a color. Very good, Bister. Nice explanation. Nice use of idiomatic language here, in my eyes, and it's actually a double kind of literation, because it's not only idiomatic language, but it's also a pun, because red is in the eyes. So you can start with that as well. In my eyes. In my eyes, students, is an expression that means in my opinion. That's a nice one, Bister. Thanks for sharing that one today with us. So in my eyes, blue is the greatest color of all, because it not only symbolizes life and prosperity, but it is also the color of my wife's eyes, and I just love staring into them. All right. In fact, today I'm wearing my lucky, of course, you should be wearing it if you're saying this, my lucky blue shirt, so that I get a great score on this test. All right. Okay, so I'm using eyes twice there just to emphasize this and have it sink in so you can remember it. Again, speak and repeat. Students, when you're doing your speaking practice at home and with your partners, and even if you're doing speaking practice by yourself in front of a mirror, or you're recording on your phone and then listening back, which is really good practice, make sure that you state questions as well as answers, okay? Too often students just focus on answers and they don't pay enough attention to the questions. They don't say them aloud. So that's really good. You want to do that, okay? So what is your favorite color? In my eyes, blue is the greatest color of all because it not only symbolizes life and prosperity, but it is also the color of my wife's eyes, and I just love staring into them. In fact, today I'm wearing my lucky blue shirt so that I get a great score on this test. Okay? Answer, explain, example, idiomatic language, and of course, as many of you know, I'm also using a correlative conjunction here, like some of you, not only, but also, right? Not only, but also. Bisser, make sure to try to get one or two of those correlative conjunctions, the not only, but also, either or, neither nor. Try to plug a couple of those in. They will help your fluency. They force you to express yourself. Plus, they emphasize language. Those are definitely point makers in the IELTS, okay? All right. Then the examiner may ask something like, how about your favorite food? Okay, now the examiner might speak quite quickly like I just did. It's not an ESL exam, it's an English proficiency exam, students. Native speakers take the IELTS exam also. Okay, so how about your favorite food? All right. Raminder Singh says, basically, I'm fond of spicy food, but it's not really hard to eat dessert after a meal. And I love to eat dosa, which I ate last weekend. Okay, Raminder, too much. I don't really get what your favorite food is. Is it spicy food? Is it dessert? Is it dosa? Is it all of them? It's a little bit unclear here. So I need you to tell me in a clearer way exactly what is your favorite food. When you hear this word favorite in the question, students, make sure to really choose one item or one object, one favorite. So don't say things like, well, I like the color blue, but I also like pink, and for clothes, my favorite color is black. No, 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 no. Choose one, stick with it, explain it. You'll do much better, okay? So don't jump around. Don't talk about a food category. Talk about one food. Okay? All right. Let's see. Gurupreet Kaur says, my favorite food is Indian cuisine because the smell is so good, especially street food. Again, Gurupreet, it's not specific enough. Specific answers get better marks. Okay? So, Gurupreet, what is your favorite street food? Okay, so tell me what that is. All right, if your favorite street food is chicken vindaloo, then say my favorite food is chicken vindaloo, especially if it's street food served by a street vendor. It's just made delicious, and explain that. Okay, be specific. All right. Anu Zahra says, my favorite food is rice. I like it, but I eat it moderately as I'm very health conscious. and I do a lot of fitness. And as you may know, rice is quite calorie heavy. All right, Anu, sure. Again, though, it's a little bit going off topic. So don't go off topic, students. Just answer, explain, example. Don't get too philosophical, okay? Keep it clear. Sahol, Manar, like many of our other Indians, my favorite food is biryani. Biryani is made with rice, meat, and some spices. I like spicy food, and it smells fantastic. It smells of heaven. A little bit awkward, Sal, but biryani is specific, and you're doing a good job explaining what it is. Okay, so that works. All right. All right, Begjan says, Omirzak, the meal I like more than any other is called Besh Barmak, which is Kazakhstan traditional food, and the main ingredients are meat and dough. It's quite delicious. In fact, I had it before I came to the city yesterday. Nice use of past perfect, Bekjan. The examiner will pick that up. So when you're using complex language like past perfect, it's good. You want to try to plug those in there. The examiner will catch those. When you're talking about your country or your city, name it. Okay, Kazakhstan, okay, Uzbekistan, Tashkent. So be specific with locations and places and names, okay? All right. The dish I like more than any other is Hungarian goulash. It's actually pronounced guyash, for those of you who want to know. So the dish I like more than any other is Hungarian guyash, which is a type of soup or stew, depending on its consistency, that contains a variety of vegetables, red meat, potatoes, and of course, the famous Hungarian paprika. In fact, I had this delicious cuisine just 3 days ago, and it gave me loads of energy to study up for this test. All right, so there you have it, giving you that Band 9 answer, sharing a little bit of the culture where I'm at right now. As I said at the beginning of the class, I'm streaming from Budapest in Hungary. And here we go. Repeat after me. How about your favorite food? The dish I like more than any other is Hungarian gulyás, which is a type of soup or stew, depending on its consistency, that contains a variety of vegetables, red meat, potatoes, and of course, the famous Hungarian paprika. In fact, I had this delicious cuisine just 3 days ago, and it gave me loads of energy to study up for this test. Bada bing, bada boom. That's your Band 9. Answer, explain, example. It's original. So here the examiner knows that, okay, this isn't just something that I memorized, but I'm actually answering the question. That's really important, okay? And I'm giving a good explanation of what the dish is, okay? So even if your examiner looks like they know what it is, goulash is quite famous. Most people do know the basic ingredients. It's still a good idea to explain that, because when you're saying vegetables, red meat, potatoes, and of course the famous Hungarian paprika, you're picking up a lot of points for lexical resource, okay? The examiner's going, lexical resource. This person can explain what is found in a soup or in a goulash. Okay? All right. And then the examiner will say, okay, let's talk about your weekly activities, And students, we're going to talk about the weekly activities in just one moment. Before I ask you these questions, I want to show you where you can practice your speaking with other students for free. So remember, at the beginning of the class, I said that we have our websites that have lots of materials. So this is the academic IELTS website here. And when you join our website, you can log into your My Student account at the top there. And then you have access to hundreds of videos, computer-based practice exams, original tests, and you have a function here. You have editing and such as well, but you have a function here called Student Partner Speaking, okay? And you click on that Student Partner Speaking and then accept the agreement that you're going to speak politely with other students and use it well, and then you'll find that there are always students in this portal waiting for other students to talk to. So here's Rajveer Singh, here's Mert, here's Bisser, here's Sammy. I guess some of our students who are in the class watching. Here's NA, here's Gohrul Vimal. Okay, so you go in here and you can do audio, video, and text. And of course, here's some instructions on how to do this, how to use this. And then you actually have some questions as well. So you can click on these to open up some IELTS speaking questions on different topics. Okay, I hope you can kind of see that. I know it's still a bit bright. But you get the idea. So that's available both on the academic IELTS My Student portal, my student account portal, and also on the general IELTS. So if you're in the general IELTS, studying for general IELTS at gieltshelp.com, same idea. You can click that big red button to join and then get into your My Student account, and you'll find that Student Partner Speaking. And it's absolutely free, okay? So that function in the website, you can use it 100% free. I just wanted to show all of you that before we continue, okay? It's a good idea. You might want to do that, Bisser, tomorrow when you walk into your exam. So if you don't find anybody at your exam center to practice your English with, then log in on your phone, and hopefully there's somebody there waiting for you that you can practice with, okay? All right, everyone. So let's keep going with our questions here and really get into some nice answers. Thank you for allowing me to share that with you, and hopefully you will all use it. Okay. All right. Here we go. Students, so let's talk about your weekly activities. How often do you go shopping in a week? Okay. Sammy says, I generally go shopping once a week, probably on the weekend, but now due to the lockdown, I haven't gone shopping for the last 3 months. Wow, really, Sammy? You were able to stock up for 3 months? Impressive. Nicely done. Amanjot Kaur says, for the whole week, I'm busy in my studies. On weekends, I like to do shopping with my kith and kins. I buy my necessary items from the supermarket situated near my city. Okay, Amanjot, not bad. Be specific. Don't use the word things. Necessary items, merchandise, goods. Okay, lots of better nouns than the word things. Students, always correct the word things when you're practicing your speaking and writing. Always find that better noun. There's always a better noun than things. All right. Alex Joseph says, I enjoy shopping several times in a week, although I find it's not interesting, as not as interesting as my wife likes to do the grocery shopping and shopping for clothes. The last time we both went shopping was just before the lockdown in the month of March. Okay, all right. Not bad. Zahab Metra says, to be honest, shopping is one of my hobbies, and most of the time I'm inclined to do this, so I frequently go shopping twice a week, especially every Sunday or Saturday. Okay, good, Zahab. What did you buy? Where did you go? Give me some details. I'll give you more points. Okay. All right. Tazmia Faruqi says, well, I shop frequently. I love shopping since I feel it's one of the best stress stress relief, and it helps to elevate my mood. I think that's where oftentimes, not always of course, but oftentimes women and men tend to vary. Men find shopping stressful. Women find it relaxing. That's an interesting gender difference most of the time. Hadi Watar says, the closest shopping mall is quite far from me. It's about 30 miles, so I don't go shopping a lot, maybe once or twice every week to get all the necessities like food, but I rarely buy clothes. Okay, Hadi, that's nice. Some good quantitative language in there. Hassan Sadiq says, frequently I go shopping in the week, but now due to the COVID-19, I have to shop for a longer period and avoid going out regularly. So I shop maybe once every 2 weeks. Okay, Hassan. A couple of corrections. Don't switch to we. Okay, students. For part one, you realize that the focus is always you. So keep your sentences I, me, my. Don't switch into people and we and us and you. Keep it I, me, my. The question is asking about you, your weekly activities. The pronoun here matters, okay? The pronoun should stay I, me, my, myself, okay? You will have better communication and you will get better band scores, guarantee you, okay? Chabi, Satisfying Time says, usually I do my weekly shopping once on Sundays due to my hectic schedule, which forces me to prep my meal for the next 4 days in order to be more productive at my job, so I don't have to think about food and shopping. Good, Chabi. Good answer. A couple of corrections. Make sure to note those. Okay. Georgie Mami Shashivili says, actually, I'm not a big fan of shopping. Mainly I use online delivery, but there are some events like buying gifts. So I would say once in a month. Last month, I bought a watch for my friend at the local mall. Okay, Georgie. So you've switched over to virtual shops, kind of like me, honestly. I try not to go into physical stores these days too much. Not just because of the COVID, but because I find online shopping has better prices and it comes to my door often. Not always, but oftentimes. Yasmin Afifa says, although I spend my week teaching, in order to refresh my mind, I do shopping on Friday and eat my favorite food at a restaurant. Okay, Yasmin, clarity. Clarity, Yasmin. You're mixing food and eating with shopping. And what you do in the week gets confusing for your listener. So focus, answer the question. Paul Laris says, I seldom go shopping maybe once per month. I find it quite exasperating, especially when I go with girls because they want to try everything on despite the unaffordable price. And I'm standing around twiddling my thumbs, staring at way too many bright lights and colors, right? Paul, I agree. It happens to me sometimes too. But that's the way it is. And I have to love it because I have a little girl and I'm sure she's going to be more and more into it as she gets older. So how often do you go shopping in a week? Start with qualitative. So I seldom go out for shopping to stores during the week. And then switch to quantitative, okay? Perhaps just once or twice to get groceries, or on rarer occasions to buy a gift for someone. Just last Thursday, I went to a local jewelry shop to get a pair of earrings for my daughter's 4th birthday. Okay. So that's my answer. Here, what I want to emphasize, students, is the importance of qualitative and quantitative language. A qualitative language is language that's subjective, that we don't measure, like fast, beautiful, seldom, okay? We can't really measure that. That's up to your opinion and your subjective view. Now, the opposite, or not the opposite, but the complementary language to that is what's called quantitative language. Quantitative language is measurable language, like 5 times a week, twice on Thursdays and Saturdays. That's quantitative language. Now, quantitative language is much more objective, and it clarifies qualitative language. So in good communication, we mix qualitative language with quantitative language. And for high band scores, you should do that throughout your speaking interview. So Bisser, my good man, when you are in your speaking interview tomorrow for the IELTS exam, make sure to focus on that as well. Qualitative and quantitative language. Okay? All right? So again, repeat after me, students. How often do you go shopping in a week? I seldom go out for shopping to stores during the week, perhaps just once or twice to get groceries, or on rare occasions to buy a gift for someone. Just last Thursday, I went to a local jewelry shop to get a pair of earrings for my daughter's 4th birthday. Okay, so that's what you got to do. All right. Now, explanations are good too, so definitely throw an explanation in there. If you forget it in one answer, make sure to put it in the next one. So you might do something like, I'm not a big fan of shopping. It usually stresses me out. Okay, that's a bit of idiomatic language there as well. All right, next question. Where do you go to work or school? There's a good one. Could easily be asked that question on your next IELTS exam. So, where do you go to work or school? Where do you go to work or school? Give me a full sentence answer for that one. Hadi Watar says, right now I'm staying at home due to the COVID, but before this epidemic, I used to go to the Dutch language school to improve my Dutch, especially because I'm new to the country and I want to resume my studies. Very good, Hadi. Okay. And where is your Dutch language school? It's 5 blocks from your house. It's downtown. Give me location. Give me specifics. So where do you go? It's not just the name of a place, students. So again, think quantifiably, right? So it's not just the name, but it's the actual location. So where is it located? All right. Zahab says, about 3 months ago, I completed my grade 12, and due to the lockdown in India, the date of reopening universities is after the summer holiday now, and it's suspended. So I don't think I will pursue university in September 2020. Zahab, Metra, that's off topic. You haven't told me anything. You're expressing your own thoughts, but students, really careful here. I want to emphasize this, okay? On IELTS, okay, so this is just a really important tip. This is a what not to do. So I gave you a lot of tips on what you should do. Now here's a tip on what not to do that many students tend to do, okay? So be original, but do not go into expressing your own off-topic thoughts and emotions. You will not get a good score. if you do this. All right. Many high-level students and candidates lose at least one, sometimes two, even more band scores, primarily for this one big reason, is they're not answering the question. They're talking about their emotional state and their feeling and their current condition because of the COVID, but they're not answering the question. Okay, so if you're not going anywhere for work and school right now because you're at home due to lockdown, then say that. Then say, currently I'm not going anywhere for work and school. I am, in fact, just staying at home, and I do my studies at home, and I do my work from my computer over the internet. So I guess I should say that my home address currently is my work and school, which is located at 375 Red Street, New York. Okay, so that's a much better answer. All right, so stay on topic. Answer the question that you are asked. All right, very important. All right, let's see if somebody has done that. Okay, so Rajveer Singh says, I went to St. Xavier's School, just a kilometer walk to my house, and sometimes my father used to drop me off by bike. Interestingly, I had a lot of fun at my school while studying, and I must say I was one of the brightest students through my entire life in school. Whew, Rajveer, you're going off topic. I didn't ask about how you're doing in school. Just where is your school? Where is St. Xavier's? It's a kilometer walk from your house. Where? Okay, where? Students, practice these answers to where questions. Okay, where is a location? Okay. Paul says, I'm currently taking a year off to gain some knowledge of English, although I'm planning to take up a course to become a dental hygienist. The English Academy is located a few blocks from my home at something, okay, street, something address. Just make it up or make up a semi-precise location, like in the downtown core of, okay. All right. Yasmin Afifa says, well, before the lockdown, either my school in the morning and my university in the evening is where I went, which is located nearby my place. It's a boarding school. Now I'm finished my studies and I'm continuing soon. Okay, kind of. Still not the ideal answer. Just think about it. So as I'm reading your answer, students, if another person says this to you, so listen to each other's answers. How clear are you of where this person is studying or working? Like, how clear are you? Can you find that place? Can you imagine it in your head where it is? If you can't, then the answer is not accurate enough. Okay? So you always want to state answers that the listener, the audience, can imagine. Okay, so Abhishek says, well, it's 20 kilometers away from my apartment office. I take an hour to get there because of traffic. Secondly, it's downtown. And lastly, I have to cross at least 10 traffic signals. Due to the COVID, I'm not going anywhere these days, and I'm taking the option to work from home. Okay, Abhishek, that's one of the best answers so far. Okay, all right. So Saravdeep says, well, as I'm a student and I'm currently going to St. Francis Convent School, it's about 4 kilometers from my home. I love going to my school and grasping knowledge there. I miss it only once in a blue moon. Okay, all right. Currently, I'm doing all of my studies and work from my flat, which is located in the 13th district of Budapest. But before the lockdown, I used to go 5 days a week to my downtown office located in the 5th district on the famous Vatsy Street. Okay, so that would be the type of answer that gets you good band scores for where. Where is it? Okay, identify it. Use identifiers like district, province, city, street, landmarks, rivers, lakes, so on, specific names. Okay, so repeat after me. Where do you go to work or school? Currently, I'm doing all of my studies and work from my flat, which is located in the 13th district of Budapest. But before the lockdown, I used to go 5 days a week to my downtown office located in the 5th district on the famous Vatsy Street. Right? That will get you your good band scores. Okay, next question. Next question, students. When do you usually wake up during weekdays? Okay, give me a nice full sentence answer for this one. So this is a when type of question. Okay, notice how in the IELTS they usually go through the what, when, where, why in part 1. So these kinds of W questions or comparatives. So when do you usually wake up during weekdays? Marios GR says, I usually wake up at 6 a.m. Since I had been a romantic person, I like to sit on my balcony, have a cup of coffee, and enjoy the sunrise. This gives me energy to go to work and deal with difficult situations. Marios, very nice, very visual, good quantitative language, 6 a.m. Okay. Marios, I would just say since I'm a romantic at heart, I like to sit on my balcony. Since I'm a romantic at heart, I like to sit on my balcony. Okay, Bisser says, I'm a night owl on Fridays and Saturdays. I go out with friends and we spend the whole night together, so I wake up around 12 o'clock or even later. Yeah, Bisser, it's not night bird. Careful, students. The expression changes here, so just a little vocabulary here. See, Bisser, that would be a mistake on the exam. So if you wake up early in the morning, then you're called an early bird. Okay? There's even an idiomatic expression which is said as early birds or early bird catches the worm. It means people who wake up early are successful. Okay? So if you say, I'm an early bird, it means that you wake up early. But if you like to party, if you like to stay out, socialize, okay, then the correct expression is I'm a night owl. Okay. Everybody knows the owl. Owl is that specific kind of bird that's nocturnal. Nocturnal means that it's active during the nighttime, hunting for mice and other such creatures. The owl goes, hoo-hoo, 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 right, in the night. Hoo-hoo. They can spin their head around. They got the nice big round eyes and so on. That's a night owl. Okay, so I'm a night owl. That's the correct expression. All right. Let's take a few more. Lazy Man says, I often wake up at 7 a.m. so I can eat breakfast and go to school, but to be honest, I'm considered a night owl. So I waste a lot of hours playing games and waking up late at 10 a.m. And your YouTube name is Lazy Man, so you're not lying. You're an honest man as well. You could say I'm a lazy honest man as your handle. Ha ha, little joke. Alex Joseph says, on the weekends, I wake up late at 9 o'clock because I'm lazy. Not only do long sleeps give me a great rest, but also they boost my energy. Saturdays and Sundays are not my early bird days. Nice. Yeah, early bird, one word, right, Alex? Thanks for sharing that. Beautiful. All right. Sam Catrona, our member, good to see you in the class. Sam says, on weekdays, my schedule is very tight. I have to be at work. I usually wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and do exercise. After that, I have my breakfast and go to the office for 8:30 a.m. Ooh, very good. Sam, you are definitely an early bird during the weekdays. All right? You could use both if you really want to get fancy. You could say, well, during the weekdays, I'm an early bird, and wake up. That is 2 words. Early bird. And wake up at 5 a.m., go for a run, and then get to my office for 7:30. However, on weekends, I wake up late because I'm a night owl on Saturdays and Sundays, and I stay out with friends often past midnight. All right, nicely done. So, again, a little bit of vocabulary here. Repeat after me. When do you usually wake up during the weekdays? Well, during the weekdays, I'm an early bird and wake up at 5 a.m., go for a run, and then get to my office for 7:30. However, on weekends, I wake up late because I'm a night owl. On Saturdays and Sundays, I stay out with my friends often past midnight. Now, the question's not asking me for this part, so it's really important that I start with this. And it's also important that I don't keep going with this and go off topic. That's not good. You always want to stay with the question. Okay, weekdays. So I like to be productive during my weekdays. All right, and then here we have 4 more questions for you to try on your own, or you can try these questions with another student on the websites in that student partner speaking that I just showed you. So who are people that you see every day? Who are people you only see once or twice a week? Have your weekly activities changed much compared to 5 years ago? Present, perfect. And if you could change one part of your weekly routine, what would it be? That's a conditional. Okay, so try those questions. Again, try them on the websites, gieltshelp.com for general outs. Click that button in the My Student account to, you'll have to sign up, either the premium or the free course. And then in the My Student account, the student partner speaking. For the academic IELTS, it's aehelp.com. And of course, the website will look like this when you log on, and you can click that big red button to join, or the green one to try it for free. Fantastic work today, students. Tomorrow, exciting times, members, new reading passage from our exams that are still in development. Exciting. And also, we will start a task 2 with everybody. So task 2 writing practice tomorrow. Make sure to join us for that. Check out our websites, check out our apps. Keep up the good work. Be confident, believe in yourselves. Don't be shy. You're very, very welcome, Pooja. Nice to see you in the class. Welcome, Nazir, all of our members, and welcome all of our students. Arifa, have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay healthy, stay strong, get vitamin D in you, and hopefully I will see all of you tomorrow. Much love to all of you. I'm Adrian, signing out from Budapest. Bye for now.